Let's talk Saints and Bills here. It's a tall order. The spread's 15.5. Spencer Rattler hopefully going to avoid some dubious company, but we don't feel like that's going to happen. He loses this game, he'll become 0-10 as a starter. He'll join some company with folks like Zach Mettenberger, who have started their career with 10 straight losses as a starter. And that's a tough scene, but it's not really Spencer Rattler's fault. He hasn't been great, but he hasn't been bad. They've just felt so far behind last week, and that had nothing to do with Spencer Rattler. You're talking about a punt back for a touchdown, a blocked punt, settling for a field goal and missing it. None of that stuff is Spencer Rattler's fault, and yet it happened, and the team got in such a big hole that it was insurmountable. And now you're facing one of the best teams in the NFL. These Bills are so good. They've gone 8 straight games without a turnover, including the playoffs. That's tied with the 2024 Chiefs for the longest streak with 0 turnovers since 1933, which is just remarkable. They do such a good job offensively because Josh Allen is so dynamic and such a great decision maker and so accurate with the ball, which was the knock against him in college, and now he's flipped that on its head. I would feel a little bit better if Chase Young played at all, but he's been ruled out again. And that might be the best player on your defense. And if you're going to struggle in the back end, which they have, Kool-Aid McKinstry has struggled, Alontae Taylor has struggled. Those guys in coverage have not been very good. It's been an extremely rough go for Isaac Yiadom in coverage as well. And those guys are going to have to run with some talented Bills receivers, including Keon Coleman, who has a quarterback that doesn't need a lot of room to operate. And so I don't like that matchup at all. At least you'd have a chance if you could put Granderson on one end and Young on the other end and go try to affect him. But you don't have Young, so you have to take that away. If you're the Saints, you kind of have to pick your poison. If you spend too much time sitting back and worrying about what Josh Allen's going to do with those receivers, James Cook will dice you up. He's been as good as any running back in the NFL this year. I would love to point to a statistic and point to something that I could paint a sunny picture with. I literally have nothing. I have nothing at my disposal with which to paint a rosy picture. The Saints have been bad against the pass. You're facing one of the best quarterbacks, maybe the best quarterback in the NFL. The Saints have struggled to consistently move the ball down the field. You've got a quarterback that is still learning. You're going on the road in a hostile environment that's going to be cranked up because they're 3-0 and fired up and they can smell blood in the water. The point spread is over 2 touchdowns, which just does not happen in the NFL. Your best defensive player is not playing. I don't have anything positive to say about this. Here's my hope, that the Saints don't self-destruct and quit getting penalized. That has nothing to do with the opponent that you're playing. And if you, as a franchise and as a roster for this year, want to start making some improvements toward winning games, which could happen in the next 2 weeks, stop getting stupid penalties. You're going to get a holding call here or there. You're going to get a pass interference here or there. No pre-snap penalties. No ridiculous unsportsmanlike penalties. No complete meltdowns where you're getting kicks blocked. Just do the simple things. And if you just do the simple things with professional football players out there, you will not get embarrassed. You will stay reasonably competitive for a couple quarters into the third quarter, close to the fourth quarter. If you just don't get behind the sticks because of penalties, and you don't turn the ball over, and you don't do anything ridiculous and out of character, you'll be okay. You'll get beat. They're going to get beat. But I'm looking for baby steps here. I don't have any interest in coming on here every single day and going, okay, well, the Saints are atrocious. Here's how again. When there are statistics that are noteworthy, I'll pass them along. But I'm not interested in just running the franchise down 5 days a week between losses. So they're going to lose on Sunday. And nobody's going to throw a fit down here because everybody knew they were going to lose on Sunday. And then you come back Monday. We'll break this game down for a little bit, and then you'll start looking at a 2-week span where you, as a head coach, a quarterback, and a football team, had better start making some strides against 2 teams that are not any good. The Patriots, not any good. Giants, not any good. Now, neither are the Saints, But these are the two games that I'm now focused on. I'm not focused on the Bills. The Bills are going to crush the Saints. But the next 2 weeks are going to show me something. I can't take a lot from Sunday unless you continue. You get penalized 16 more times and you get 2 more kicks blocked, and then you're just incompetent. But if you can just stay between the buoys, take your 14, 18, 20-point beating, and come back for the next 2 weeks where you should be competitive on your home field, that's where I am right now. So that's your look at the New Orleans Saints here on this Friday as we get ready for Saints and Bills. My prediction on this game, I'll go ahead and give it now, and we'll do it again at the end of the show. I'll give you a prediction. I think the Bills win this one 34-13. I gave you 30-13 last week. I think this is worse because the Bills will execute better than the Seahawks. That was a bit of a fluke last week and all the things that went wrong early. This won't get that out of hand that quickly. I just don't see the Saints putting up enough resistance to keep it close late. So there's your thought on Saints and Bills here on this Friday. Hey, it's Hunt. Thanks for watching Hunt on Saints. Before you leave, help us out a little bit. Hit that like button, leave your comments in the section below, and hit that subscribe button so you get all our content right here from Hunt on Saints. We'll see you next time.